There's more to an apology than saying, I'm sorry. If you look here, you might see Zoe, who's very upset that her castle has been destroyed, and Jack, who's walking away, might have something to do with it. In this book, we're going to see what it takes to really be sorry. This book is I'm Sorry You Got Mad. And here we have Jack, who is writing many apologies. It's a little hard for him. I'm Sorry You Got Mad. Written by Kyle Lukoff and illustrated by Julie Kwon. Sorry. Well, that one didn't work. What might work? Sorry, Zoe. Jack. There's Zoe over there, and here's Jack trying. Dear Zoe, I'm sorry you got so mad. Jack. Dear Jack, please try again. Love, Mrs. Rice. Wonderful, see Mrs. Rice. Well, there she is. That's his teacher. Dear Zoe, I'm sorry you got mad, but it wasn't my fault. 3 exclamation points. Jack. Dear Jack, come check with me, please. Love, Mrs. Rice. Dear Zoe, Mrs. Rice says I have to say sorry for real. So I'm sorry, for real, that your castle got knocked over. But it still wasn't my fault. Jack. Do you think that will work? Dear Zoe, I knocked over your castle, and I'm sorry, but it was an accident. So I'm sorry about the accident. Sorry if that made you mad also. Yours truly, Jack. He's watching Zoe and Mrs. Rice. Dear Zoe, your castle was really cool, and I'm sorry that such a cool castle got knocked over. I hope you're not too sad. It looked like a lot of fun to play in. Are you going to build another one? Sincerely, Jack. He's kind of avoiding Zoe, don't you think? It's a little hard for him. Dear Zoe, Mrs. Rice says that an apology has to have 3 things. 1, what I did. 2, that I'm sorry. 3, and I'll help you fix it. So, 1, I knocked over your castle. 2, I'm sorry, I guess. 3, you could build another one if you wanted to, and I won't knock it over again. Okay, Jack. Getting closer, maybe. Today's assignment, paint your feelings. Check out Jack. What do you think he's feeling there? Probably something not so great, huh? Dear Zoe, do you remember yesterday when you built a different castle? And you and Nia and Maddie were playing in it? I wanted to play too, but I couldn't, and that got me mad. So someone should say sorry to me, because that's why I knocked down your castle today. From Jack. How sorry is he? Is that good? Oh, if you look here, there's lots of attempts. lots of things Jack is writing. He tries, Dear Zoe, I wasn't trying to be mean. Dear Zoe, your castle wasn't. Dear Zoe, I know you love castles. Dear Zoe, I wanted to play, but dear Zoe, you don't get why. Dear Zoe, I don't know what. What doesn't he know? He doesn't know what to say. He doesn't know why he did it, maybe even. It's hard to say to someone why you did something, and if you're sorry, if you don't know yourself. So you got to think it through, which is what Jack is doing when he writes things. All these pages. All these pages, and I have to turn the page. Isn't that fun? Here we go. Dear Zoe, you built a really cool castle yesterday, and I wanted to play in it with you. But Ben and Jeremy said I couldn't because castles are for girls. And that made me mad and sad. So today I knocked down your castle because I couldn't play in it. I'm really sorry. Jack. Here's Mrs. Rice. Dear Jack, I'm sorry that happened to you. I'll talk to Ben and Jeremy. Can we check in about your letter? You're almost there. Love, Mrs. Rice. His teacher really cares about him. His teacher really wants to help work this out, right? Dear Zoe. He's handing the letter to her. Dear Zoe, I'm very sorry I knocked down your castle. I know I hurt your feelings. I want to help you build a new one, if that's okay. But you don't have to let me. Your friend, Jack. Here we're just waiting to see how she responds. He's watching her. He's watching the castle get built again. And waiting to see if he's going to be invited. Do you think he will? Maybe. Wait a minute. Zoe has a letter for him. And it says, Dear Jack, thank you for your note. I was so mad at you, but I'm feeling better now. You can help me build a new castle if you want. Thanks for saying sorry. From Zoe. He can help. And here's what happens. Hi, Zoe. Thank you for letting me play in your castle. I had fun. Let's build another tomorrow. Love, Jack. And there they are. They're building together. They built something else, too. They built a good apology. And oh, look who else is having to write sorry now. You think that's Ben and Jeremy? I think that's Ben and Jeremy. The dedications read, To Z, I'm sorry I got so mad. And to Betsy, thanks for the title. That's from Kyle Lukoff. For JL, MK, PA, and YZ is from Julie Kwon. And that is, I'm sorry you got so mad. And I hope this helps you figure out how to say sorry to anyone you need to say sorry to. And think about how that works when we really want to convey that we are truly sorry for what we've done in some way.